second, then come up.
It's called a beat. How you doing, guys? Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Flash Fitness. I'm Evangelou, and today I want to talk about something that's so important, and that's literally all the mistakes that so many people make in the gym. Okay, so today we're going to go with the 5 biggest mistakes that I see day in, day out as a personal trainer. When I'm training myself, I see so many people using the machines wrong. When they're doing the reps, they're doing them in the wrong technique or the wrong tempo and speed. And today we're going to try and find out the best ways to avoid those mistakes. So let's crack on with number 1. Alright guys, so the first thing I want to talk about is the positive and negative movements in your reps. So mainly the negative movement, the eccentric movement, which is basically when I push forward from the starting position, that's always the positive motion. When you bring it back, that's known as the negative or the eccentric. And what a lot of people do, and I see this with nearly every exercise, we're going to do it on 2 machines. We're going to do 1 upper body and we'll do 1 lower body so you can see what I'm talking about. The first one is on the chest press, for example, is you'll push out and you'll bring it back way too fast. So it's as if the machine brings it back and your muscles kind of relax. So this is what I see so many people doing all the time. And that's way too fast to get really the most out of the machine. So what you need to do is, in your head, you need to count with a tempo. Usually start with 2 and 2, okay? So we go 1, 2, 1, 2. Keeping your chest out. 1, 2, 1, 2. Alright, so at least you're giving yourself that 2 seconds to bring it back, which means you're bringing the machine back, the machine isn't bringing your arms back, okay? So the proper way is, even if you want to do 1 second forward and then 2 seconds back and breathe. And after only a few reps, you're going to feel the machine taking effect and the weight taking effect. And that's with every single exercise you do. You always want to do the negative movement, the eccentric movement, a little bit slower than the positive. Alright, so we're going to quickly run onto another machine. Let's go. Alright, so now I'm on the leg extensions, and this was actually only the other day that I saw someone doing this, which gave me the idea for this video. And that's basically, when they were doing it, they were literally letting it come down way too fast. So again, can you see the positive is taking the machine from point A to point B, and then the negative is bringing it back. So you need to do that slow coming down and about a second coming up. Slow coming down and coming up. So you're in control. Now I can already feel that burning, it's quite light. So up, have your legs tense, and then keep them coming down slow, and that way your muscles are tensing for a lot longer, time under tension, which will stimulate the muscle even more, promotes more growth, and you see results a lot quicker, and you get stronger quicker too, because your muscles need to deal with a lot more strain for a lot longer. Number 2. Okay, so this mistake is actually more directed at the energy fitness members, okay? All I see all the time, and this is probably once or twice a week, is when they're doing the flying machine, see this up here? It changes on the hinge at the top, right? And what I see a lot of people doing, they put it right far back here, and also, by the way, the seat is way too low sometimes for a lot of people, so let's just put it more for what my angles are going to be. And what they do is, they grab one side here, on a heavy load, they lift it forward, and then they grab the other one and lift this forward. And what that does is that puts so much tremendous pressure on your shoulders, your rotator cuff. So when they're going back, they go back way too much and they bring it forward. So what's going to happen is the shoulder, let me put that one back, the shoulder here is going to be under way too much strain, and actually that's going to be doing the exercise more so than your chest. So what you need to do is put it on either 3 or 4. I put mine on 4. So you just bring this down. So now when you get the starting position, is in a more comfortable position for your shoulders. So when you do it, chest out again, always chest out. You bring it back, but you don't need to bring it back that far. that's the proper way to do this. Not all the way back here thinking, oh, I'm really stretching my chest muscles. You're not, you're putting a lot of strain on your shoulders. So around here, and that way, consistently, throughout the whole exercise, your chest is under tension. There, can you see? If I hold that, and you can come around a little bit this way, you're gonna see, okay, that way, you're gonna see my chest always popping out. And that's what you wanna do. That needs to be hard and tensed when you're doing this exercise. All right, so we don't want to be doing that. So yeah, number 2. Number 3. All right guys, so this isn't specific to this machine because not all gyms have this particular model and machine in their gym. This is for mainly new members who have never had a personal training session or haven't had a proper induction maybe, or they have, but they haven't really taken everything in. Because what I see a lot of people doing is they go to a machine and they think they know how it works, but they haven't really read the instructions and what the machine's for. Now, this one in particular is an ab machine, and I see people coming up to this and doing this. They hold it here and they push it out with their arms, and it becomes a chest press. Now, yeah, it can be used for that, but it won't be effective because you haven't got the correct back support either. So on this machine, guys who come to Energy Fitness, you hold it from the handles, push out with your elbows and keep them locked, and just use your abs to push it forward. And after about 8 to 10, you'll start feeling your abs start to burn and start to fatigue. And this is the correct way of doing this. And again, use that tempo. Slowly go back, let the machine come back slow so you're in control of when it comes back to the first position. Not this. The amount of times I've had to stop my personal training session to quickly go up to someone and say, no, stop doing it that way, this is what it's for. Read the machine. See what the muscles are coloured in, then you know it's for your abs or for your arms or for your back, and then take it from there. But read the instructions. 4. Alright guys, so number 4 is actually one that I actually learned this tip from Jay Cutler, Mr. Olympia, or former Mr. Olympia. And he actually told me that when he was doing his squats and when he was doing his leg press and so many other things on the legs, mainly the legs obviously, is that you don't lock your knees, okay? Because when you lock your knees, so if I push this up and I start the rep, okay, unlock that. So when I bring it down, that's cool, but when I push it up and I lock, one, I'm taking now the strain off my muscles, look. But as soon as I unlock my knees, now they're back to be switched on again. So when you come down, bring your legs right back, but when you go up, don't fully lock your knees. Keep your knees a little bit unlocked, so your muscles are under strain for a lot longer. So that throughout the whole exercise, every rep, your muscles are under constant strain. So bring it back and forward there. 1, good, keeping it the tempo. 2, 3, can you see I'm not locking my knees? 4, obviously at the end, sort of push up maybe a bit further if you need to rest. But also another thing, the reason why you don't want to lock your knees is it's very dangerous too. A lot of people sometimes when they lock their knees, I mean it doesn't happen to my knees, but some people have that little bit of a curve where the knee goes a little bit further down. And let's say you're lifting a lot of weight. I mean, we've all seen those videos on Instagram or Facebook where people have accidentally had the leg snap, which obviously you don't want that to happen. So remember, no locking of the knees when you're doing like the leg press or even squatting. You don't want to come fully up and pop your hips forward because you're taking the strain off the muscles you're trying to train. All right, let's move on. Number 5. Alright guys, now this is a really common one here, and this is when you're doing tricep push downs that a lot of people don't really do the correct form, and they include the wrong muscles and they don't really concentrate on the right muscles. This exercise is for your triceps, right? So when people get the rope or the flat bar, they bring it in, they bring it down, and then look at my shoulders. Okay, some people I see just mainly using their shoulder, and that's actually not a tricep pull down. Alright, that's a pullover. And the shoulder should not be moving. This should not be doing this at all. It should be locked. So the correct way to do this is to sort of stick your bum out, lean over a little bit, bring the rope into position, have your elbows by your torso and locked there. And then all you do is you bring your forearms down, bend at the elbows, and again bring it up nice and slow like we spoke about earlier, and bring it out. So correct is to bring it straight down and then up, straight down in front of you and up. So if I shut up for about 4 seconds, you'll be able to see. Alright, and that way you're going to fully focus on the triceps, alright, not the shoulders helping you bring the rope down. Alright guys, so that was our 5 big mistakes, but I'm actually going to give you a bonus mistake that I see quite a few people doing, especially on the bench press and when you're doing your chest, and that's your positioning of your elbows. Now a lot of people when they do the bench press, I'll show you. Okay, they bring their elbows way too far out and high, and again, a lot of strain is on the shoulders. So what you need to do is you need to bring your elbows in a little bit. So when you bring it down, chest out, you're fully pressing more so with the chest. So here, good. So that, not this. Okay, so I feel a lot more, especially when your elbows are lower and pointing diagonally down. Alright guys, just that little adjustment, you're going to start feeling it a lot more in the chest. And like with all these 5 tips for you guys, you're going to see progression quicker, strength building quicker, and gains. And basically that's what you're here for. That's why you're in the gym. You're not here to waste time. You're here to make changes to your body. But all these little corrections can make things a lot quicker for you, can make you see results a lot quicker and faster, and you'll see the benefits of training against seeing injuries and things like that. So that's our 5, 6 including the bonus one. I hope you enjoyed what we're doing here and at Flash Fitness, and we really appreciate all the support. If you guys can just click like, subscribe if you haven't already, and if there's any videos that you guys want to see in the future, just let us know. I'm Evangelou, this is Flash Fitness, and thank you again to Energy Fitness in Palmer's Green for your amazing facilities. Alright guys, take care and have a great day.